of the Circus Cafe operated by Claude Maddox, a former St. Louis gangster with ties to the Capone Gang, the Purple Gang, and the St. Louis Gang, and the Egan Rats.
Jesus.
Police could not turn up any information by a man named James Morton or Frank Rogers, but they had a definite lead on the killer, or killers.
Mm-hmm.
Just minutes before the killings, a truck driver named Elmer Lewis had turned a corner block from 2122 North Clark and swiped a police car. He told the police that he had stopped immediately, but was waved away by the uniformed officer who was missing a front tooth. Board of Education H. Wallace Caldwell had witnessed the accident, and he gave the same description of the driver. Police were confident they were describing Fred Burke, a former of the Egan's Rats. Burke and a companion named James Ray were known to wear police uniforms whenever on a robbery spree. Burke was also a fugitive under indictment of robbery and a murder in Ohio. Police also suggested that Joseph Lordolo could have been one of the killers because of his brother Pasqualino's recent murder in the Northside Gang. Police then announced they had suspected Capone gunmen John Scalise and Albert Anselmi, as well as Jack McGurn and Frank Rio, a Capone bodyguard. Police eventually charged McGurn and Scalise with the massacre. Capone murdered John Scalise, Anselmi, and Joseph Hoptoad Gunita in May 1929 after he learned their plan to kill him.
Wait.
So basically, Capone took care of it before the police could.
Wait. Joseph, what? Did you say Hoptoad?
Yes. His mob name was Joseph Hoptoad Guinita. I don't know. The police decided John Scalise and Albert Anselmi, Jack McGurn, and Frank Rio were all gunmen. And so they charged McGurn and Scalise. But Capone murdered Scalise, Anselmi, and Joseph Hoptoad Gunita because apparently they planned to kill him. And then the police dropped the murder charges against McGurn because of lack of evidence. And he was just charged with a violation of the Mann Act because he took his girlfriend, Louise Rolfe, across state lines to marry. I don't know what the Mann Act is, but apparently he avoided death.
You know,
good for him.
That seems like a win.
Yeah. So apparently he shouldn't have taken his girlfriend across state lines, but at least he didn't get eliminated for trying to murder Al Capone.
Oof.
Yes, but I don't know what Joseph Hoptoad Gunita was called Hoptoad for.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What a name. Seriously. Hoptoad. Flybird. Run horse. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What kind of nickname is this?
Yeah, there's Bugsy and Babyface. So, mob men had weird names.
Yeah, fair enough. I accept that.
But this guy, there was one that said the case stagnated until December 14th, 1929, when Barron County, Michigan Sheriff Department raided the St. Joseph, Michigan bungalow of Frederick Dane. The vehicle was driven by Fred Killer Burke. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little
more
unoriginal,
to the point,
but at least makes more sense for a life of
than
crime.
Hoptoad.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's like, what's your name? Killer. What's your name? Hoptoad. The fuck? Get out of here. You can tell which one's getting the bottom bunk. You don't outrank me. I'm Killer. Yes, sir. All right, Hoptoad. You're going to go make the toilet wine for all of us. Yes, sir.
Oh, God. Toilet wine? Really? Ew.
I don't know. I couldn't think of anything else. So anyway, Patrolman Charles Skelly pursued, finally forcing Frank Killer Burke off the road. Skelly hopped onto the running board of Burke's car, but he was shot 3 times and died of his wounds that night. The car was wrecked and abandoned just outside of St. Joseph and traced back to Fred Dane. The car was found. They had confirmed that Frederick Dane was Fred Burke, wanted by the Chicago police for his participation in the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. They raided his bungalow and they found a large trunk containing a bulletproof vest, almost $320,000 in bonds recently stolen from a Wisconsin bank, 2 Thompson machine guns, pistols, 2 shotguns, and thousands of rounds of ammunition. St. Joseph's authorities immediately notified two Chicago police who requested both machine guns. They used new science of forensic ballistics to identify both weapons as those used in the massacre.
Ooh, okay.
They also discovered that one of them had been used to murder New York mobster Frankie Yale a year and a half earlier. Unfortunately, no further concrete evidence surfaced in the massacre case. Burke was captured over a year later on a Missouri farm. The case against him was strongest in connection to the murder of Officer Skelly, so he was tried in Michigan and subsequently sentenced to life imprisonment. He died in prison in 1940, so fuck that guy.
Yeah.
So he was the only one that had the strongest case against him, but he was tried for the murder of the officer because he shot him 3 times because fuck that guy.
Yeah.
The mobster, not the officer.
Right, I'm with you. Yes.
Yeah. Many other mobsters have been named as part of the Valentine's Day hit team. 2 prime suspects are Cosa Nostra hitman John Scalise and Albert, again, the guy's name, and Salimi. In the 2 days after a massacre, Scalise was heard to brag, "I'm the most powerful man in Chicago." Always a dangerous plan.
Yeah, that's asking for a target because then people are going to prove you wrong.
Yeah. Unione Cicilline president Joseph Guinita had recently elevated him to the position of Unione's vice president. Nevertheless, Scalise and Salmia and Guinita were found dead on a lonely road near Hammond, Indiana, May 8th, 1929. Gangland lore has it that Capone had discovered that the pair were planning to betray him. Legend states that Capone produced a baseball bat at the climax at a dinner party thrown in their honor and beat the trio to death. So basically, those were the guys that we were talking about earlier that like they were fingered as being possible suspects, but Al Capone already had them killed.
So basically he's like, dude, I want to celebrate you. Let's all have
You guys
dinner.
are so amazing. We love you so much.
Just
By
kidding.
the way,
I'm going to bring Lucille to the
baseball
table.
bat, and I'm going to kill you.
Wow.
I'm going to kill you with my face. No, my baseball bat. I kill you in your face. Joseph Haptoad Gunita, I kill you. And then that John Scalise, the one who said that he was the most powerful man in Chicago. No, you die. You die. So, yeah, no, they died. Because you shouldn't probably try to plan to kill Al Capone because he'll beat you in the face with a baseball bat.
And then if you fail, maybe don't talk smack.
No, because he will leave you dead on the side of the road in Indiana. Okay, so crime scene and bricks from the murder wall.
The murder wall.
The murder wall. The garage at 2122 North Clark Street was demolished in 1967. The site is now a parking lot for a nursing home.
Oh.
Haunted as fuck parking lot, anyone?
Probably.
The bricks from the north wall against which the victims were shot were purchased by a Canadian businessman. Haunted as fuck bricks, anyone? For many years, they were displayed in various crime-related novelty displays. Many of them were later sold individually, and the remainder are now owned by the Mob Museum in Las Vegas.
Okay.
Did you ever see Warehouse 13?
No.
Okay, so Warehouse 13 was a show that was kind of like a mix of X-Files and Eureka, but it was on a goofy side and less of a paranormal side. Basically, they were tracking down artifacts that had been imbued with bad juju from horrific historical events.
Okay.
So you would have a brick from the north wall of the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, and holding this brick would cause basically murderous mob ghosts would happen.
Wow.
So they would have to find this brick, contain it, and they had a warehouse where they housed all these things. Like they had glasses that the bomber that dropped the bomb on Hiroshima caught the reflection of the atom bomb. So anyone who wore the glasses, anyone they looked at, basically had the full force of an atom bomb on them. So they had to catch, they had to put those glasses away and just bad things.
Wow.
So one of them was a brick from the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. And anyone that had one of these bricks, somehow it got out in the regular world and they built a house with it. But whoever walked into this house got shot like 14 times with a ghost Tommy gun.
Whoa.
So they had to take the brick, obviously, and put it in the warehouse. But yeah, I'm like, haunted as fuck parking lot. Don't use those bricks. And
See,
it's a nursing home.
and I think in the case of the house with the ghost bullets, that person can say that no one shot them.
Yes, they can say, no one shot me. Really? I mean it.
Yeah, in that case, you get to say that because it's a ghost. But
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's the story of the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. I think the takeaway from that is don't ban alcohol and don't join the mob and don't ban marriages. Maybe
No, there's a lot going on there.
there's a lot happening.
I have a confession to make.
You secretly banned marriages and banned alcohol?
No, but I legitimately thought the Valentine's Day Massacre was like how Saint Valentine died. Like I thought they were the same fucking thing.
They're not.
Clearly.
They're not. I mean, unless you got, I mean, it was pretty massacre-y what they did to that guy. They cut his head off.
Yeah,
they beat him with clubs in the street.
I thought Saint Valentine was killed in a massacre and became a saint. Like I thought this is how this went. This is not at all related.
No, it just happened to be that they picked Valentine's Day to murder the fuck out of a couple mobsters and a poor gambling addict and part-time mechanic. But the dog was fine. Though this is what we get from this. The dog was fine because, again, they may be mobsters, but they're not monsters.
So the take home is the only safe way to be involved in a mob is to be
be a dog.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That is the takeaway. As long as you're a dog, you will live.
We found it. Okay.
Yes. Like, seriously. If they killed the dog, fuck them for eternity. I mean, fuck them for killing the guys, but seriously fuck them if they killed the dog.
So I was going to say I have another confession.
Oh, no.
Which is I've lost my handy dandy Post-it with all of our Trivial Obsessions social media.
I thought we made a script.
I know. It was on a very large Post-it with the lines, you know?
Oh, no.
It's gone. So I'm going to have to try to do this off memory, which clearly has gone so well in the past, but here we go.
Okay. We're on social media.
Yes. If you enjoyed the podcast, give us a like, subscribe, review, share our content. We are on social media. We're on Facebook at Our Trivial Obsessions. We're on Instagram at Our Trivial Obsessions. We're on Twitter at Our Trivial Pod. We have a YouTube channel. Check it out. It's just got our regular episodes on there. But if that's your platform, go for it. We have a website, www.ourtrivialobsessions.com. That's where you'll find our episode extras, bonuses, reference materials. And you can email us at randomqueensobsess@gmail.com. Random.
Because we are.
Queens.
Because we are.
Obsess.
Because we do.
That's where you're going to email us if you have any episode topic requests for us to do in the future.
Or if you're Jewish or Hebrew and know why they would choose purple for their mob name.
Yes, if you have anything to add, please go ahead and email us there too, because you can't know everything. I think I had all the major ones.
I think you did.
I really wish I knew where my Post-it was, but that's okay. We will hopefully have it for next episode.
I hope so.
Okay, see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.